and the Baltimore Ravens. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. On second down, here's Taylor. And a reception made by Alshon Jeffrey. So a little grabbing there, but this time it goes against the offense for holding. Offense needs something here on second down. It is second and long. Off the play fake, here's Taylor. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Robert Alford. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Now a handoff looking right. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
Here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Corey Grant, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Falcons have taken the early lead. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Falcons defense gearing up as they take the field. Now the interception for them the last time, and that turned into 6 points.
You think during their break they reminded the offense that, hey, we helped you guys out a little bit, right? You know, they want to see if they can do it again for them. They're putting together an entire team game by how they're playing on defense.
So the interception the last drive, what will happen here?
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
On 1st and 10, it's Taylor. And he will find his man on the outside. Give him 11 on the gain there. And the Ravens are going to have a first down. And they talked about how important the passing game was going to be against that defensive look. Good job there going to the air for the first down.
It's all about preparation. It's all about planning. And then it's about execution. So put it all together in practice. Okay, this is what we...
Taylor hit. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from it. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14.
Let's go. Flex round. Flex Ohio. Check it back. Let's go.
Play action, it's Taylor. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
And now they're going to go for it. This isn't 4th and inches. This is 4th and 14. Here we go on 4th down with Taylor. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one.
A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster. It all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey.
And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Falcons. Corey Grant, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Falcons will extend their lead. He told us he was going to hit the end zone a couple times in this game. I just don't know that he envisioned doing it in the first quarter.
He probably did. I'm not sure we did,
yeah.
Right? Because all the great ones, that's what they do. They dream about it, right? They think about it. They envision it. They think it's going to happen and almost will themselves into it. I just look at what he's done so far and just wonder.
Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
And this one's incomplete. Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's 2nd down. Play action. Now Taylor. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. On 3rd down, Taylor. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he floats one there, incomplete.
Holding, defense.
And you as a former defender should know that the referees are watching this closely, defensive holding.
They watch it awfully closely. I sure wish they'd let it be 5.5 yards like they do for the offensive guys, but in this case, they were strict with the rule.
Jeffrey reels it in over the middle. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. They go play action here on 1st down. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Their dangerous wide receiver, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Ravens draw a bit closer. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle 3rd of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he's got his man on the out route. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 15 yards there on the catch and run.
What's fun to watch is these college receivers transitioning into the NFL and how they grow as route runners. Because a lot of times now in the college game, the spread offenses, there aren't that many routes that they're actually running. Most of the time, they're just trying to find open space and present themselves to the quarterback as easy targets. But in the NFL, you've got to run the entire route tree, and you've got to run it well if you expect to get open.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And finding the tight end Hooper. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
So third down, just 1 yard to go. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
3rd and 1, partner. No need to be fancy there. Just use some force and move forward and pick up the first down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Shotgun, he'll look to throw. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
Whether they deserve credit or not, the defense is going to take credit for that incompletion because it always feels good when you slow down an offense.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. He's got time. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Falcons will add on to their lead.
Well, Brandon, if we go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator, he showed us his script. Didn't show us everything now. But he said, here's the script for the game. I think everything's going according to plan in a big way. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns.
Yeah, that's about as good. That is as good as you can do, I guess. So, well done.
Yeah, well done indeed. Tremendous execution.
This will be taken about the 12. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. They begin the drive with Johnson. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Second quarter now. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis with you. It's the Ravens who have the football. They've got it 2nd and 6 to start things out.
Here we go.
Again, it's Johnson. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on third down. Play action, it's Taylor. And hauled in by Pitta. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. To throw is Taylor. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. Now a play fake here on first down. His throw incomplete. He was looking for his tight end there, Kyle Rudolph. And it's second down.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or 2 in and bats it away.
Here we go.
They go play action with Taylor. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
Here we go. Ohio.
Play action. Now Taylor. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Here we go on 4th down with Taylor. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Quick throw, that's complete on the inside slant. 11 yards on the pickup, and that leads to an Atlanta 1st down.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Freeman again. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, in that play, the expression, don't blink, you might miss something, certainly applied. That was fast. Defense diagnosed the play, and it was over in a heartbeat.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Swings it out to the flat for Freeman. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
He'll drop the throw. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Now, that's the defense that they were looking for, being able to get extra bodies to the point of attack to deal with the big guy carrying the ball. You really don't want to be in a position where it's a one-on-one tackle with him.
Now Taylor over the middle here to Rudolph. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive there. He hits the reliable target. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. Smart approach there, using the run to pick up the first. That was a defensive setup they prepared for this week, knowing that keeping it on the ground was the best way to attack it.
And that means also that they're able to read them pretty well. All the things they prepared for, when they get to the line of scrimmage, they see it in pre-snap recognition and know exactly how to attack based on their planning and preparation.
Looking left side, and it's complete. 20, 10, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Their dangerous wide receiver, 82 yards, and the Ravens have cut it to within a score. And he showcased his blazing speed on that one.
Was he wearing football cleats or track spikes? Because he was gone. Big-time play, and just think about what that does if you're a receiver on the team with him. Well, that's got to open things up for you as well, because if I'm a defense, I've got to get back deeper and deeper in order to keep him in front. But I'm not sure how many can actually keep him in front with that speed.
This is taken at the 3. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Here again comes the captain of this offense, leading his crew back out there now. He's got the lead here in the second quarter. He's thrown the touchdown, but also an interception. As a quarterback, does that interception, even though you're playing while your team's got the lead, does that always stick in the back of your mind a little bit?
For the best ones, it just upsets them that they did that because they don't think there should be any blemishes on their record. They think that they're way better than that. So your confidence gets tested a little bit. Being able to go back out there, maybe throw another touchdown, that'll tamp that down in a big way.
Yeah, because he's looked pretty good to this point. A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Larry Ridley will have first half highlights and analysis.
There are plenty to show in this one.
Going to be a busy man at intermission. And he goes out right around the 39. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And that is, I think he caught it. He did, but they'll say out of bounds. It'll be incomplete. A third down, he tried to stay in bounds, did all he could. He caught. So the challenge comes in inside of 2 minutes, and it gets overturned.
And it changes the whole format of what's about to happen because both sides had thought a certain call had been made. Now they have to flip back and start over.
And finding the tight end Hooper. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
They'll set up a throw. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good.
And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Let's go!
Back to throw now on first down. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Back to throw now on second. And now the Ravens are going to take another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Throws a quick hitter on the slant. That's complete. And a gain there of 11 yards.
He went full scale, loose, flexible, finding a way to catch the ball in some traffic for a key first down.
Yeah, really a nice job of adjusting to the ball in the air. Not the most accurate of throws, but able to adjust and make the grab. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Looking left side, he's got it. Complete. Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. Again, he'll drop to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Falcons will extend their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here of the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
And heading back out there now, the Falcons defense here. They were picked apart really on that last drive through the air. Now 2 touchdowns against some of the passing variety here in this first half.
And momentum totally going against them right now. One way to shift it, a big sack or some sort of a takeaway. They've got to find a way to get back in balance in this game because right now they're under siege.
Yeah, they're a little bit shaken. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Here we go. What? Next round. Next round.
Now a play fake here on first down. And hauled in by Pitta. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Next round.
And quickly they get to the line. Off the play fake, here's Taylor. He's going to loft one deep left side here. It's caught inside the 25. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
Here we go.
From the red zone now, here's Taylor on first down. This will be caught at about the 3. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. And he quickly clocks it, and they're going to have a good shot at getting 3 here before the break. Field goal unit not out there. They want 6 before halftime. They'll come out in the pistol. Now it's Taylor, and this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Kyle Rudolph as time expires in the first half, and the Ravens draw a bit closer. And with the clock at all zeros, they get the touchdown to make this just a one-score game into the lockers.
And you know what?
And hello, I guess Larry's halftime show was buttoned through, and we are moving on and ready to go for the third quarter. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. A chance for us to look at this Baltimore defense again. They're losing here as we begin the third quarter, trying to stop this from being a bigger deficit.
And I used to play for a coach who always talked about getting the other team's attention. And in this case, they want to let them know that you're going to do the dictating from here on out, not the other way around.
Trying to impose their will as we start the third.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
They'll set up to throw. And finding the tight end Hooper. They're just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
And when an offense is doing a nice job selling the play-action pass, a lot of responsibility shifts to the linebackers. They're the ones that have to determine run or pass and get to the proper places on the field.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And some room to work. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a second in just about a few inches here.
That was a good, strong run there. While it won't pick up a first down, it was definitely something needed by that offense. A positive run. They got a good push by their guys up front. Maybe something they can build on as this game continues.
It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
Partner, I think the easy thing now would be to just abandon the run and start throwing the football at all costs. But I've been in so many games where it doesn't work running the ball. It doesn't work running the ball. And then something pops, and now you get something going. I'm not so sure to just abandon your game plan this early in the second half.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. And they're on 3rd and short. They just tried to spread the field. It worked.
And I think that the spreading of the field, the extra receivers, has really become the next in the evolutionary chain in the NFL. Go all the way back in that situation, you're handing it to the fullback, right? As we evolve, maybe you pitched it to your tailback. Now you spread the field, and you have your choices of where to throw it. and complete it for a first down.
So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field. Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. They're going to look to throw. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. The 20. Touchdown, Falcons. Devontae Freeman with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. It's a 4-yard pickup, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
Come on, let's go. Brand 38.
Play action, it's Taylor. Finding Gabriel, complete. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. They go play action here on first down. And this will be incomplete. And you really can't pin that one on the quarterback, Charles. The O-line, they've got to protect better.
And they know it. That's their meal ticket. They want to take care of the big guy behind them. In this case, they let him down.
2nd and 10 now. It's Taylor. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Let's go, Ohio, Ohio, Ohio. Come on, let's go. Ohio, Ohio.
They go play action now. Taylor. And he's got Kyle Rudolph. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. In the red zone this time. They go play action with Taylor. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Alshon Jeffrey, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd and short.
All defenders get tired of hearing about their lack of hands and why they're playing defense instead of offense. But in this situation, it was the hands that made the play. Batting the ball away on an attempted touchdown pass. Excellent job. Way to knock it down.
They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. On first down, it's Taylor. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
Let's go.
Again, it's Taylor. Underneath for Johnson. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Call it a gain of 3. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Taylor now to throw on third down. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Alshon Jeffrey, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens have cut it to within a score. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And the Falcons now making their way back out onto the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch, counter punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Swings it out to the flat for Freeman. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, give credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and...
He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. Charles, when plays like that work, it's a thing to behold, but sometimes we see why they're going deep in the playbook.
And how many times have we been at practice and heard all the other guys chirping about, you know, I used to play quarterback in high school, I can do this, until it becomes a game situation. Not quite the same in many cases.
They'll try to get the offense going with Johnson. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line. So both teams trade touchdowns, and the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. We'll return with back now in Baltimore. It's the Ravens with possession of the football, but trailing on the big board as we get set for the fourth. On second down, Johnson. Oh, no, he lost the football. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
They go back to the air here after the INT. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. They'll get 16 yards there. And it'll give the Falcons a first down. Freeman, the lone man in the backfield. And he'll get it up the middle. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. And in this situation with a lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that load in the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Throwing left side, it's complete. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. That goes for a gain of 31. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of, what, a turkey bowl, a Thanksgiving day. You know, when we get together this year, when the Davises and the Gaudens get together, that's what our playbook's going to look like they're drawing them up in the dirt. And so far, it's working for both of them. Not an ideal spot to be on first down, but I love that the play caller did not immediately abandon the running game and say, okay, we've got to throw in order to pick it up. Stayed with the run, was rewarded with a big-time pickup. Now they're in second and manageable.
No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. So this is the second consecutive week as you look at the numbers that he just doesn't seem to have the same pop as we normally see him with.
Is there an injury we don't know about?
That's what I'm wondering.
Because that's a legitimate question right now. We're used to speed, power, all coming together. And what I've always loved about him is his vision. You know, last week he didn't have that as well. Always thought he was picking the wrong hole to try and run through. And his blockers, they seem to be getting him to the right place, but he picked the wrong spot. We're seeing some of that again this week. Can they snap it together? Can they get back in sync? Because normally we see them go together very, very well. I remember being taught that cliches have become so for a reason. A lot of times they're true, right? What's that they used to tell us about letting sleeping dogs lie? Well, this one wasn't sleeping. Maybe it was just slumbering a little bit. But taking that gamble there, you've got the lead. You may have ignited them now. They stopped you.
That's exactly right. If you take the points here, you don't shift momentum necessarily on that play. You probably just did.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
A first down carry here for Johnson. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. And now they're in the hurry-up. Off the play fake, here's Taylor. Finding time. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, 3rd down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
Come on, let's go. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round. Here we go. Grind 38. Grind 38.
They go play action now. Taylor. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. 7 yards there. Good enough to move the sticks. And they're going to speed things up here.
Flex round. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round. Here we go. Flex round. Flex round.
They go play action here on first down. And hauled in by Pitta. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Throwing again, it's Taylor. And his throw is incomplete. And leading here late, so a chance for the defense to really close out this game if they can halt the offense.
Come on, let's go. Grind.
Play action, it's Taylor. Finding Gabriel, complete. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Taylor Gabriel, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. Well, sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. And that's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long,
Backyard.
man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So out come the Falcons now. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
Yeah, simply a tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time, but you didn't hold us.
And got his man, complete. Touchdown, Falcons. Austin Hooper, his second touchdown on the season, and the Falcons will extend their lead. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
Now here's the Falcons defense getting set to go again. Last drive, touchdown surrendered. Here, see if they can stop them.
It's always a constant battle of letting the last series go, good or bad, but especially bad. Give up a touchdown. Okay, forget the finger pointing, forget the blame. Go back out and play the defense you know you're capable of and help your team out.
And probably look to the leaders as always.
As always. They're going to be the ones going to grab some people and say, all right, let's do this thing.
Well, he flew past 200, 300, 400 yards. Now he's over 450 yards passing on the day.
So what you're saying is oxygen for everyone catching the ball and trying to defend?
Yeah, especially those guys trying to defend right now.
No doubt. They've got to be a confused group.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. A big play there with his second touchdown of the game, fourth of the year. Now a big play here as the Ravens are going to go for the two-point conversion.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, one by land, two by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
Hey, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
This is taken at the 3. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one-play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they search for a score to break this tie. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's got time in the pocket. He completes it to Julio Jones. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line. And now a first down following that long gain.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision. And receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
On 2nd down, Freeman. And down inside. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. 3rd down now following the run. They come out here in the eye. On 3rd down, Devontae Freeman fighting him off. And now the Ravens are going to take another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So it'll be first down here after the run. Now Freeman, he's been busy today. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, and Atlanta. Devontae Freeman, his third touchdown of the season, all coming in this game. And the Falcons have taken the lead. If there was a time to break off a nice run like that, it was right here to grab the lead in the fourth.
And there's just so much stress on a defense in that situation because you're looking at the clock. What are we guarding against? What's the first thing, right? The strike to the end zone, throwing the ball. Instead, they come back and hit him with a run. Block it well, and how about the physical run he made? Terrific job finding his way to the end zone to give him the lead.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. They're down here in a one-score game. With the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Grady Jarrett in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Back to throw. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on fourth. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on fourth down. Here we go. It's Taylor on fourth down. Taylor hit. He lost the football, and the Falcons grab it. And this defense has broken it open as they return it to the house for 6. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave them a comfortable lead.
The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And the Ravens taking the field. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for...
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. A pickup there of 36. And that'll be good for Baltimore first. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. And we continue to see another example here of offenses just going for it.
And this game has really turned into a receiver's dream and a defender's nightmare because no one's being stopped throwing the ball downfield, and points are going on the board. I know that interception was dropped, and it would have been their third of the game, and I will guarantee you, in the huddle, on the bench, all the defensive guys have been talking about is, we get this guy right where we want him. Who's going to get the next one? It almost becomes a challenge.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Jalen Collins. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Very tough spot here for the offense to start.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.